I see it in the work that I do every day, that I get to be making world-changing decisions and like life-changing decisions to help others, to add value to others. And that's the impact that Symmetry had, is having, and will continue to have on my life, because we're still moving forward. A day in the life of Edward Pritchett. It's busy. We live in Dorado, Puerto Rico. We've been here for just over 3 years now. I have 4 children, 2 boys, 2 girls. We're gonna go down to the beach and hopefully you're gonna be able to go surfing. And
Can I bring the boogie board?
a typical beach day is just to get up, to jump on the golf cart, depending on how kind the waves are to us. It might be a surf day, it might be a boogie board day. It's always a sand day.
The sand's behind you, Lena.
I love the fact that we get to raise our kids in Puerto Rico. I think with the time that it really hit me, my oldest daughter was asked just to draw a tree. And she drew a tree and we looked at it and it was a palm tree. There's just something about just being in a place where there's ample sunlight, there's ample opportunity to be outside. There's a slower culture. There's the ability for your mom and dad to be around you like 90% of the time. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I was born in Mobile, Alabama. My family moved to Asheville when I was around 5 years old. My mom was a nurse. My dad was a chemical engineer and serial entrepreneur. And both of them had extremely high standards for themselves, and they passed that down to all of their children. My parents instilled in us that desire to go for your dream. Like whatever it is that you're wanting in and out of life, to reach for it. I graduated from college in 2005 as a chemical engineer. I worked in the engineering field with my father's engineering firm for a period of about 2.5, 3 years. And then, of course, as we all remember, 07, 08, 09, Great Recession. I found myself at the ripe old age of 25, 26 with no job, no engineering job, because nobody was hiring then. I was gonna be someone who's impactful, someone who was gonna add value to other people, who was gonna be able to lift other people up, and I found myself being in this place where I was needy, where I didn't like being with myself. I had been in the insurance industry, but I was still very much broke. I had been dating Rebecca for probably about a year at that point in time, and during that particular period of time, I'd had a car repossessed, which that's not the the greatest way to show your hopeful future wife that you're gonna be a provider and take care of them, you know. And I had actually started looking for engineering jobs. I had applied to a job with Kia Motors in LaGrange, Georgia, and I was, from what I was told, I was on a short list. I had made it through a couple of the different rounds, and I got a call from Beth Green. She was booking appointments for Casey at that point. I sat through the corporate overview.
Did you get that negotiated yet, by the way?
I said, okay, maybe a little bit crazy, but while I'm waiting on this job with Kia, let me go ahead, because what I was doing with the captive insurance agency that I was working with, I had already checked out. I had already mentally resigned from that. I just needed something else so that my girlfriend and soon-to-be wife didn't think I was a bum. That first week, I got a handful of leads in October of 2010, and I wrote $5,600 in premium. I was blown away. Eventually, the Kia called and like, "Are you still interested in this job?" And I was like, "No, I think I found something else that's going to be good for a minute." Whenever I stopped and looked at the fact that I was in this industry, in this business, I was like, man, I could one day be that guy that helped my family out. It's been a pretty amazing last 11 years because of that decision.
You must turn opportunity into results.
We have intuition for a reason. And in that meeting with Casey, something felt very right. I could have come up with 1,000 reasons to say no, but I chose to believe the what if. And then I think in that choosing, it becomes the right thing for you.
Okay, look at the walk.
I don't know what things would have looked like 10 years down the road if I had made a left turn instead of the right turn that I took, but I can guarantee you I would not be living the life that I dreamed about when I was in middle school and high school and pushing to go to Yale University so that I could graduate and go out and change the world. I feel like I'm working to change the world right now.